Question 1. How did Ausable kill Max without using a weapon? Answer. Ausable was an intelligent spy. When he found Max waiting for him in his room, he made a story of a balcony under his window. He convinced Max about the balcony. And thus, when someone knocked at the door, Max, fearing it to be the police, jumped out of the window and died.
Question 2. Why was Ausable confident that Max would never return? Answer. Believing Ausable's story about the balcony to be true, Max stepped out, however, had concocted a very convincing story, and knew that what awaited it was a drop from the 6th floor. Hence, he was confident that Max would never return.
Question 3. How did Ausable befool Max about the balcony? Answer. Ausable was a very intelligent spy agent. When he found Max waiting for him in his room, he immediately thought of the plan. He told Max that there is a balcony from where people enter his room, that Max must have also entered from there. Max got convinced about the story, and hence when someone knocked at the door, he ran towards the balcony to hide and died. Question 4. Why did Fowler come to meet Ausable? Was he able to achieve his target? Answer. Fowler was a young and romantic writer. He had come to see Ausable know about the life of a secret agent. Fowler was fascinated by him and thought of him as mysterious and romantic. He was not able to achieve his target as Ausable was a boring man. Question 5. What did the secret agent tell Max when he heard the knock? Answer. He told Max that it would be the police. He said that he had called the police for the protection of such an important paper that he was going to receive that night. He wanted to have extra protection for the report. Question 6. What is the important paper that Ausable talks of? Or who was Ausable? Answer. Ausable is a secret agent. He has been assigned an important job. He has an important paper regarding some new missiles under his custody. The paper may well affect the course of history. It is of so much importance that several men and women have risked their lives to get them. Even Max, a secret agent himself, comes to grab them from Ausable's room. Question 7. Why and how did Max enter Ausable's room? Answer. Max's entry was not merely accidental. He had entered Ausable's room through a passkey. When Ausable switched on the light, he found him standing with a small automatic pistol in his hand. He had come to grab a very important paper that was related to some new missiles. Several men and women had already risked their lives to get that report. Question 8. How do you judge Ausable as a secret agent? Answer. Ausable was fat in the body but exceptionally quick in mind and manipulations. He might look fat and sloppy but was much more than that. His sharp mind could cook up any story that could be in a particular situation. The story of the balcony and the police were cooked up only to confuse and unnerve Max. Although he didn't look like secret agents as described in books or shown in films, he was a highly competent and sharp-witted secret agent. Question 9. Who was actually knocking at the door? Was it pre-planned? Answer. Ausable could cook up any false story to suit his mission. He cooked up the story of the police. He told Max that he himself sought the protection of the police. He had a very important report with him. Actually, the knocking at the door was of Henry, the waiter. When the door opened, he was standing there with a bottle and 2 glasses. It was all cleverly planned in advance to outwit the crafty rival, Max. Question 1. Give a character sketch of Ausable highlighting his presence of mind and intelligence. Answer. Ausable is a different kind of secret agent. Generally, secret agents that are described in detective books and shown in films are very smart and gun-friendly. Wine and dark-eyed beauties are associated with them. However, Ausable doesn't present such a romantic picture. He is very fat and sloppy. He lives in a small room on the 6th floor. Fowler is disappointed after meeting Ausable. They say that appearances are often deceptive. This is quite true in the case of Ausable. Physically, he may be fat but mentally he is very agile and quick-witted. He knows all the tricks of his trade. He is very quick to react and can cook up stories that may tea in all kinds of situations. He convinces even the crafty Max that there is a balcony below the window of his room. This is a well-thought-out trap and Max unwittingly falls into it. Then he cooks up the story of the police. He again succeeds in convincing Max that the loud knockings at the door are of the police. He tells Max that he himself has sought the protection of the police as he has the important report concerning some new missiles with him. In this way, he gets rid of his rival and enemy Max, who jumps out of the window only to cry for the last time in his life. Question 2. The presence of mind and intelligence are more powerful than a gun. How far is it true in case of Ausable, the secret agent? Answer: Ausable is actually not of that kind as we read in detective stories and books. Nor is he like the heroes of James Bond films. Ausable is an exception. The young writer Fowler is disappointed after meeting Ausable. Ausable does not tell any description of a secret agent. He is fat and sloppy. His room is rather small, and that too on the 6th floor. However, appearances are generally deceptive. Ausable proves that presence of mind and intelligence are more powerful than a gun. Presence of mind and intelligence are the assets of Ausable. His sharp reaction, particularly to a dangerous situation, is very quick and thorough. When he finds crafty Max in the room with a pistol in his hand, he at once understands the purpose of his visit. The confused and unnerved Max jumps out of the window in desperation. Thus, through his presence of mind and intelligence, Ausable proves himself more powerful than a gun. The rival secret agent who has come to take away the important report that concerns with some new missiles must be outwitted and defeated in his own game. Ausable cooks up the stories of the balcony and the police so convincingly that Max falls into his trap.